Last year was a very rough year for Jonathan Majors. From getting into that fight with his girlfriend, to other women coming out to accuse him of abuse, and finally to his guilty verdict, this man has not caught a break. However, not surprisingly, he has been fighting back, and he is finally revealing the details of what happened between him and his girlfriend. In this video, I will tell you how Jonathan Majors has finally opened up about assaulting his girlfriend. Jonathan Majors interview snippet. Majors, a rising star in Hollywood at the age of 34, found himself at the center of a high-profile trial after being convicted of assaulting his ex-girlfriend, Grace Jabbari. The aftermath of the trial has been nothing short of devastating for Majors, as he was dropped by Marvel, the very franchise that catapulted him to fame. It all began in March 2023, when a heated argument between Majors and Jabbari erupted in downtown Manhattan. The tension escalated when Jabbari discovered a flirty text message on Majors' phone from another woman. What started as a furious row quickly turned physical, leaving Jabbari in excruciating pain. Majors struck her on the head and even broke her finger during the altercation, which took place inside an SUV. The shocking incident was captured on surveillance footage, revealing the disturbing sight of Majors repeatedly shoving Jabbari back into the vehicle. The scuffle spilled out onto the streets of Manhattan, with Jabbari seen chasing Majors as the altercation continued. The evidence presented during the trial painted a picture of a tumultuous relationship marred by violence and abuse. Despite the damning evidence, Majors was acquitted of 2 further counts of misdemeanor assault and misdemeanor aggravated harassment. However, the guilty verdict for assaulting Jabbari had far-reaching consequences for his career. Marvel wasted no time in severing ties with the actor, leaving his future in Hollywood hanging in the balance. Now, as the dust begins to settle, Jonathan Majors has decided to break his silence and give his first interview since the trial. In a teaser clip for the interview with ABC's Good Morning America, Majors can be seen wiping away a tear as he opens up about the hardships he has faced in the aftermath of his guilty verdict. The world waits with bated breath to hear his side of the story and discover whether he believes he will ever work in Hollywood again. In this highly emotional trailer of The Interview, we witness Jonathan Majors' raw vulnerability as he opens up about the aftermath of his trial and the toll it has taken on his life. In the soon-to-be-released interview, we hear Lindsay Davis ask him the tough questions. The weight of his words hangs in the air as viewers around the world lean in, captivated by Majors' every word. The once promising actor, who had been set to spearhead the next chapter of the Marvel Universe as Kang the Conqueror, now finds himself at a crossroads, unsure of what lies ahead. Majors' future in Hollywood remains uncertain as he grapples with the repercussions of his conviction. The guilty verdict not only led to his dismissal from the Marvel franchise, but also cast a shadow of doubt over another much-anticipated film. The consequences of his actions have reverberated throughout the industry, leaving his once promising career in jeopardy. As Majors wipes away a tear, the world witnesses the toll that this trial has taken on him. The emotional weight of his words is palpable, and it becomes clear that he is grappling with the consequences of his actions. The interview offers a glimpse into the inner turmoil of a man who once stood on the brink of stardom, now facing the harsh reality of his choices. In this powerful and emotional interview, Jonathan Majors bares his soul, providing a rare glimpse into the struggles and challenges he has faced since his conviction. As the interview unfolds, we are left with a sense of empathy and a deeper understanding of the complexities surrounding his future in Hollywood. The release of the Jonathan Majors interview snippet has sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry and ignited a fierce debate among the public. Social media platforms have been flooded with reactions, with users expressing a wide range of opinions on the matter. One faction of the public stands firmly in support of Majors, arguing that the snippet does not provide the full context of the situation. They believe that the actor's emotional response and tearful admission of the difficulties he has faced, since the verdict should be taken into consideration. Supporters argue that everyone deserves a second chance, and that Majors should not be judged solely based on this conviction. On the other hand, there is a significant portion of the public that is outraged by the release of the snippet. They argue that it is an attempt to manipulate public opinion and garner sympathy for a convicted abuser. These individuals believe that the snippet is a calculated move by Majors' PR team to salvage his reputation and career. They argue that the actor should face the consequences of his actions, and that his career in Hollywood should be permanently tarnished. The controversy surrounding the snippet has also sparked discussions about the broader issue of accountability in the entertainment industry. Many argue that the industry has a long history of protecting and enabling individuals who have been accused of abusive behavior. They believe that it is crucial to hold celebrities accountable for their actions and not allow their fame and influence to shield them from the consequences. In addition to the public's reaction, there has been a significant backlash from advocacy groups and organizations dedicated to supporting survivors of assault and harassment. These groups argue that the release of the snippet is a slap in the face to survivors and sends a dangerous message that abusers can easily regain sympathy and support. However, it is important to note that not all reactions have been negative. Some individuals believe that the snippet provides an opportunity for Majors to reflect on his actions, take responsibility, and work towards personal growth and redemption. They argue that it is essential to create a space for dialogue and understanding, rather than resorting to cancel culture. The public's reaction to the snippet has also reignited discussions about the role of social media in shaping public opinion. Many argue that social media platforms have become echo chambers, where individuals with similar views reinforce each other's beliefs. This can lead to the polarization of opinions and the suppression of dissenting voices. The release of the Jonathan Majors interview snippet has raised significant questions about the potential consequences for his career and the future of his involvement in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. While the snippet has undoubtedly sparked controversy and backlash, it remains to be seen how these events will impact Majors' professional trajectory. One possible scenario is that Majors' career could face a significant setback as a result of the public's reaction to the snippet. The backlash and negative publicity surrounding his conviction may lead to a decline in opportunities and a loss of public support. Hollywood has a history of distancing itself from individuals embroiled in controversy, and Majors' case is no exception. Studios and production companies may be hesitant to associate themselves with an actor who has been convicted of assault and harassment, fearing potential damage to their reputation and box office success. However, it is important to note that the entertainment industry is also known for its ability to forgive and forget. In some cases, celebrities have managed to make successful comebacks after facing public scrutiny and personal challenges. Majors may have the opportunity to rebuild his career by demonstrating genuine remorse, engaging in meaningful personal growth, and actively working towards making amends. This could involve participating in advocacy work, supporting organizations dedicated to survivors of assault and harassment, and using his platform to raise awareness about these important issues. Timeline from March 25, 2023. Now, for us to have a better understanding of what happened between Majors and Jabari, let us go through a timeline of events. It all began on that fateful day, March 25, 2023, in the bustling streets of New York City. Majors and Jabari, once deeply in love, found themselves entangled in a heated dispute that would soon escalate into something far more serious. The couple's relationship had been on shaky ground for some time, with rumors of arguments and tension circulating in the tabloids, but no one could have predicted the events that would unfold on that spring morning. As the sun rose over the city, Majors and Jabari embarked on what would become a defining moment in their lives. The couple had been together for several years, their relationship often in the spotlight due to Majors' rising fame, but behind closed doors, cracks had begun to form, and the strain was becoming increasingly evident. It was in the Chelsea neighborhood of Manhattan that the altercation took place. Majors and Jabari found themselves in a town car, their emotions running high. Tensions had been building for weeks, and on this particular morning, it reached a boiling point. What started as a simple argument quickly spiraled out of control. According to prosecutors, the catalyst for the fight was a text message that Jabari discovered on Majors' phone, a message that suggested another woman's presence in their relationship. Overwhelmed by jealousy and anger, Jabari grabbed Majors' phone, igniting a physical struggle between the two. In the chaos of the moment, Majors resorted to desperate measures to retrieve his phone. He pulled Jabari's finger, twisted her arm behind her back, and struck her face in an attempt to regain control. The altercation, witnessed by the driver, reached a point where intervention became necessary. The driver, alarmed by the escalating violence, brought the car to a halt. Majors and Jabari were forced to confront the reality of their actions as they stepped out onto the city streets. But the drama was far from over. In a shocking turn of events, Majors, fueled by anger and frustration, threw Jabari back into the car. The couple's relationship had reached a breaking point, and their actions were becoming increasingly volatile. As the car drove away, Majors retreated to a nearby hotel. Hours passed, and the tension in the air remained palpable. Majors, unable to stay away, returned to the scene of the altercation. What happened next would send shockwaves through their lives and the entertainment industry as a whole. Upon his return, Majors discovered Jabari asleep, her vulnerability apparent. In a moment of panic and confusion, he believed she had attempted to take her own life. Fear gripped him as he dialed 911, desperately seeking help for what he believed was a suicide attempt. The operator on the other end of the line pressed for details, but Majors found himself at a loss for words. Confusion clouded his mind as as he struggled to comprehend the situation unfolding before him. In a recording of the call released by the court, Majors can be heard saying, "I don't know," when asked about Jabari's condition. Responding to the distress call, the police arrived at the scene, unsure of what they would find. The events of that morning had left both Majors and Jabari physically and emotionally battered. As the authorities assessed the situation, the gravity of the altercation became apparent. Jonathan Majors, once on the cusp of becoming one of Hollywood's brightest stars, now found himself at the center of a storm. The promising actor, raised in Lompoc, California, and educated at Yale University, had seen his career take off with critically acclaimed performances, but the arrest and subsequent charges would cast a dark shadow over his future. Majors' arrest on allegations of domestic abuse marked a turning point in his life. The charges filed against him by the Manhattan District Attorney's Office included third-degree assault, second-degree harassment, and aggravated harassment. The complaint detailed the physical injuries sustained by Jabari, including a laceration behind her ear and swelling and bruising to her finger. Majors, through his attorney Priya Chaudhry, vehemently denied the allegations, proclaiming his innocence. Chaudhry argued that video footage from the car's driver and Jabari's own written statements would exonerate her client. She maintained that Jabari's hospital visit following the incident was for an emotional crisis rather than physical injuries described by the police. As the legal battle loomed, Majors' once promising career began to crumble. Film projects were put on hold. U.S. Army recruiters removed ads featuring the actor, and his talent manager and public relations manager severed ties. The fallout from the allegations threatened to overshadow Majors' talent and potential, leaving his future hanging in the balance. The timeline leading up to Jonathan Majors' arrest paints a picture of a relationship in turmoil. What started as a passionate love story between two individuals in the spotlight quickly descended into a chaotic and violent struggle. As the trial unfolds, the world watches with bated breath, waiting to see how this shocking story will conclude. Girlfriend takes blame for the fight. However, in a shocking twist, the narrative took an unexpected turn. Text messages between Jonathan and his girlfriend, shared by his attorney, Priya Chaudhry, revealed a different side of the story. In these texts, his girlfriend expressed remorse and claimed responsibility for the fight. She even went as far as admitting that she was the one who tried to grab his phone, leading to the physical altercation. These revelations have left everyone stunned and questioning the true nature of the events that unfolded that night. The conflicting accounts and the girlfriend's sudden change of heart have raised eyebrows and sparked intense speculation. Attorney Priya Chaudhry, representing Jonathan Majors, shared these revealing text messages with the public. In these messages, Jonathan's girlfriend expressed concern for his well-being and assured him that he wouldn't be charged. She explained that the police had to arrest him as a protocol due to the visible injuries on her body, but she was furious about it and took full responsibility for the altercation. In one of the messages, she wrote, "Please let me know you're okay when you get this. They assured me that you won't be charged. They said they had to arrest you as protocol when they saw the injuries on me and they knew we had a fight. I'm so angry that they did, and I'm sorry you're in this position. We'll make sure nothing happens about this. I told them it was my fault for trying to grab your phone." Despite the gravity of the situation, the girlfriend's love for Jonathan was evident in her texts. She repeatedly expressed her affection, writing, "I love you." However, as hours passed without a response from Jonathan, she reassured him that she had informed the police that the fight was not an attack. Furthermore, she vowed to do everything within her power to help Jonathan avoid any charges or legal problems. She acknowledged the strength of his legal team and expressed confidence that there was nothing to worry about. She concluded her messages by assuring Jonathan that she was doing everything she could from her end. These text messages have left the public astounded and questioning the true nature of the incident. The girlfriend's sudden change of heart, from calling the police to taking the blame, has raised eyebrows and fueled speculation about the dynamics of their relationship. Guilty. According to court records, Majors was convicted on 1 count of harassment and 1 count of assault. However, he was acquitted of 2 other counts of assault and aggravated harassment. The jury deliberated for 5 hours over 3 days before reaching their decision. During the trial, Jabari took the stand and testified about the alleged violent behavior she experienced during her relationship with Majors. She claimed that their romance started out great, but things quickly took a dark turn. Jabari alleged that she first became scared of Majors in December when she mentioned her ex-boyfriend having a dog, and he reacted negatively. Jabari further claimed that after their fights, Majors would refer to himself as a monster and would even threaten to commit suicide. She pleaded with him not to harm himself, expressing concern for his well-being and the impact it would have on his loved ones. The jury listened to audio recordings of Majors berating Jabari, where he told her that she needed to act more like Coretta Scott King and Michelle Obama. He claimed to be a great man doing great things for his culture and the world. Video footage of the night of the alleged fight was also also shown, capturing Majors shoving Jabari into the car and sprinting away as she chased him for several blocks. Following the trial, Majors' lawyer, Priya Chaudhry, expressed gratitude that the jury did not believe Jabari's version of events, as they found that Majors did not intentionally cause any injuries to her. However, Chaudhry also expressed disappointment that the jury still found Majors to be reckless while Jabari was attacking him. Despite the guilty verdict, Majors remains hopeful and maintains his faith in the legal process. He looks forward to fully clearing his name and moving forward from this harrowing experience. However, the consequences of the conviction have been severe. Shortly after the verdict, Majors was dropped by his manager and publicist, severing important professional relationships that are crucial in the entertainment industry. Additionally, the production company he was associated with also decided to terminate their working relationship with him. This means that Majors has not only lost support from his team, but also potentially future job opportunities. The impact on Majors' career is undeniable. As an actor who had gained recognition for his roles in TV shows and movies by Marvel Studios, this guilty verdict has dealt a significant blow to his professional standing. It is a stark reminder that the consequences of one's actions can extend far beyond the courtroom. The public's perception of Majors has also been affected by this case. The media scrutiny surrounding the trial has brought attention to the darker side of fame and the challenges that come with it. It serves as a reminder that even those in the spotlight are not immune to the consequences of their actions. As Majors awaits his sentencing, which is scheduled for February 6th, the future remains uncertain. The outcome of the trial has undoubtedly altered the trajectory of his career and personal life. It is a sobering reminder of the importance of accountability and the need for support systems to address issues of domestic violence. Jonathan Majors' pattern of abuse. Majors, a magnetic and charming actor, rose to prominence with his captivating performances in films like The Last Black Man in San Francisco and the hit TV series Lovecraft Country. With his undeniable talent and on-screen charisma, he quickly became a rising star in Hollywood. But behind the scenes, it seems that Majors' true nature may have been far from the charming persona he projected on screen. According to the Rolling Stone article, which interviewed over 40 individuals who have known Majors throughout his career, he is described as a complicated and sometimes violent man. These allegations date back to his time at Yale's drama school and continue to his work on movie sets. Let's start by examining the allegations made by two of Majors' former romantic partners. The first woman, whose identity is being protected by Rolling Stone for her safety, claims that Majors physically assaulted her, going so far as to strangle her, but the abuse didn't stop there. She also alleges that he subjected her to mental and emotional torment, leaving her in a state of constant fear. The second woman, also choosing to remain anonymous, describes her relationship with Majors as emotional torture. She recounts instances of manipulation, gaslighting, and psychological abuse. These disturbing accounts are further supported by witnesses and friends who have corroborated the women's stories. It's important to note that Majors' attorney vehemently denies all allegations, claiming that they are based on hearsay. However, the sheer number of individuals who have come forward with similar stories raises serious concerns. The Rolling Stone investigation has meticulously gathered evidence and testimonies, painting a damning picture of Majors' alleged abusive behavior. But the allegations don't stop at his personal relationships. Sources also claim that Majors has displayed aggressive behavior on movie sets. One incident in particular occurred during the filming of Magazine Dreams. Witnesses allege that Majors physically pushed one crew member and intimidated another, all while screaming at them. This aggressive outburst left many feeling uncomfortable and fearing for their safety. Majors' attorney, however, dismisses these allegations, stating that his client's immersive method acting style may have been misconstrued as rudeness. But the question remains: where do we draw the line between method acting and abusive behavior? To understand the origins of Majors' alleged abusive tendencies, we need to explore his background. Former classmates from Yale's drama school describe him as immensely talented but intense, with a behavior that made others feel unsafe. Shockingly, the school administration was reportedly aware of his disruptive conduct, yet no action was taken. Despite these warning signs, Majors' career skyrocketed after graduating from Yale. However, sources claim that his intimidating behavior continued to plague movie sets, leaving a trail of discomfort and unease among his colleagues. The consequences of these allegations have been swift and severe for Majors. He has been dropped by his publicists and management, and he has been removed from high-profile projects. The criminal case against him remains open, with multiple women cooperating with the Manhattan District Attorney's Office. In response, Majors' legal team has filed a counter-complaint against one of the women who accused him of assault, alleging that she was the aggressor. The situation surrounding Jonathan Majors has ignited a fierce debate about his behavior and the impact it has had on those around him. The allegations, if proven true, paint a disturbing picture of a rising Hollywood star with a history of abusive conduct. As the criminal case unfolds, the outcome will undoubtedly have far-reaching implications for Majors' career and reputation. The allegations against Jonathan Majors have had a profound impact on his career. Shortly after the Rolling Stone article was published, his publicists and management swiftly dropped him, severing ties with the rising star. This move sent shockwaves through the industry, as it signaled a clear stance against abusive behavior. But the repercussions didn't stop there. Majors was also removed from high-profile projects, leaving his future in Hollywood uncertain. The entertainment industry has taken a strong stance against any form of abuse, and it seems that Majors is facing the consequences of his alleged actions. As the criminal case against Majors remains open, the Manhattan District Attorney's Office has been actively investigating the allegations. Multiple women have come forward to cooperate with the authorities, providing crucial evidence and testimonies. The outcome of this case will undoubtedly have far-reaching implications for Majors' future. In response to the allegations, Majors' legal team has filed a counter-complaint against one of the women who accused him of assault. They claim that she was the aggressor in the situation, attempting to shift the blame away from their client. This legal battle adds another layer of complexity to an already contentious situation. The allegations against Jonathan Majors have sparked a heated debate within the entertainment industry and among the public. Some argue that these claims should be taken seriously, as they shed light on a pervasive issue of abuse in Hollywood. Others question the credibility of the accusers, suggesting that they may be seeking attention or attempting to tarnish Majors' reputation. It's important to remember that the allegations against Majors are just that, allegations. The criminal case will determine the truth behind these claims. However, the sheer number of individuals who have come forward with similar stories cannot be ignored. It raises questions about the culture of silence and complicity that may have allowed such behavior to persist. The impact of these allegations extends beyond Jonathan Majors himself. They have ignited a broader conversation about accountability and the treatment of women in the entertainment industry. The Me Too movement, which exposed numerous instances of abuse and harassment, continues to shed light on the dark underbelly of Hollywood. As we await the resolution of the criminal case, it is crucial to support and believe survivors who come forward with their stories. The bravery of those who have spoken out against Jonathan Majors and others like him is commendable. It is through their courage that we can hope for a safer and more inclusive industry. That brings us to the end of this video. We hope you have enjoyed it. For more videos like this, click on the cards on your screen.